This is our next example with 2 by 2 systems of equations. And once again, I'm going to stick to using elimination here because we're going to use it later on. But you're more than welcome to graph these or to use substitution, which you might have learned in Algebra 1. Alright, so looking at these two, there's not an easy way to just eliminate it. There's a 4 and a 2 for the x, and a 2 and a negative 3 for the y. Nothing will clearly eliminate. So what I have to do is I have to multiply one of my equations by a value to eliminate one of my variables. So what appears to me is, it looks a lot easier for me to multiply this entire second equation by 2. Because my goal here is to eliminate the x. And I'm going to have a 4x, and then I can have a 4x on the bottom, and then I can subtract my equations. So this gives me a new system where I'm dealing now with 4x minus 6y equals 50, along with my original other one. I'll just put a little asterisk because you know that we're also dealing with that very first one. All right, this time I'm going to have us subtracting our two equations. You can add or subtract. The goal here is just to eliminate a variable. So if I have a 4x minus a 4x, the x will go away because I will have 0x. 2y minus negative 6y. 2y minus negative 6y will give me 8y. 26 minus 50, well, that's going to give me negative 24. Okay, so now all I got to do is divide everything by 8, so that we get that y is equal to negative 24 divided by 8, or y is negative 3. Now once again, that's only part of our solutions because we also have to solve for x. So I'm going to take my value for y and plug it back into one of my equations. So let's take the first one. 4x plus 2 times my y value is equal to 26. 4x minus 6, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, is equal to 26. I'm now going to add 6 onto both sides of my equation. So 4x is equal to 32. The last thing I need to do is divide both sides by 4. So I get x is equal to 32 divided by 4, or x is 8. Alright, the last thing that I need to do is check my work. You always need to check your solution because sometimes you get an answer, or I could give you a question where I give you a solution to the system and it'll ask you, is this a solution? Well, you'll need to plug in the values and check. Alright, so let's take our second equation. 2 times my x value minus 3 times my y value, and I'm questioning whether it equals 25. 2 times 8, well 2 times 8 is 16. Minus 3 times minus 3 is going to be plus 9. 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. Therefore, my solution to this system is 8, negative 3. It's always important to remember that when you're given a solution to a system, you're given it in alphabetical order, coordinates for the graph, x, y. Now don't forget, you're able to manipulate your equations by multiplying by a constant.